Hello, and welcome to Say Lavi. I'm Lavi Peña Verde, and it's good to have you in a space for smarter living in a changing world. One of the most difficult things about being in transition is that it can feel exactly like being lost. You don't feel like the person you used to be, but you don't fully know who you're becoming either. So you find yourself somewhere in between, and that space can be deeply uncomfortable because human beings like certainty. We like to know where we are. We like to know what's next. But transition rarely offers that. Instead, it keeps asking us to keep moving before everything makes sense. And that's often when people become hard on themselves. They question everything, their decisions, their direction, their identity. They look at their uncertainty and assume something must be wrong, that they should be clearer, more confident, more certain by now. But what if it isn't a sign that you're broken? What if it's a sign that you're changing? Because every meaningful transition creates a period of disorientation. The old version of your life no longer feels fully true, but the new version hasn't fully taken shape yet. And standing between these two realities can be disturbing. Most people think that growth is a straight line. It isn't. Growth creates a space between chapters, a space where old answers stop working, a space where familiar identities start fading, a space where certainty becomes harder to find. And because we were not taught how to navigate that space, we often mistake it for failure. But transition is not failure, it's a bridge between who you were and who you're becoming. Part of what makes transition difficult is that it asks you to release certainty, not all at once, but gradually. You begin questioning things you once felt sure about. You begin wanting things you never wanted before. You begin seeing yourself differently. And while that can be exciting later, it often feels unsettling first because identity shifts rarely arrive with instructions. They arrive with questions, and questions require patience. There is a tendency to rush through transition, to force clarity, to demand answers, to pressure yourself to figure everything out immediately. But some things can only be understood while you're living through it, not before, not from a distance. Sometimes the work is simply to remain present, to keep listening, to keep paying attention, to trust that clarity is forming even when you can't see it yet. You may not be where you used to be, and you may not yet be where you're going, but that doesn't mean you're lost, and it doesn't mean you're broken. It simply means you're in transition, and transition has always been part of becoming. So, if this season is uncertain, be gentle with yourself. You're trying to live inside a chapter that has not fully revealed itself yet. If this reflection resonated with you, subscribe and journey with me here. Every week, we pause together to make sense of the quiet changes happening inside us in a changing world. This is Say Lavi. See you in the next episode.